Well, hey y'all are. It's your buddy George Jones over here at the Bergen Gun Range with my next installment on 8. Let's convert a gun to another caliber. Uh, what I've got here is a Glock 23 in 40 Smith & Wesson, which has become a Glock 23 in 9mm para. And that was simply done by replacing the barrel. Okay. So we're going to experiment with this guy and see how it actually works as a 9mm pistol without modifying anything else. Now, there is a school of thought on this gun that says that you should replace the extractor and ejector. So far, we haven't had any problems with it. You know, we've been shooting it this way. And we're going to shoot it right here in a minute. Now, one of the things I would do if this was my gun is I would replace this dust cover back here with one that was embossed 9mm. That would cut down on the mistakes. Of course, if you put a 40 in a 9mm barrel, it's just not going to go in there. Okay. If you put a 9mm in a 40 barrel, you might be in trouble. It might shoot it, it might not. It might, you don't want them to. You don't want cases to rupture, and you don't want guns to fire out a battery. So, if you go to experimenting, you need to use caution and set up a mechanism by which you won't make a mistake on your own modification. Because the thing about a Glock is they all look alike. They're all about the same size. They're all about the same feel. So you can make that mistake pretty easy. So with having just changed the 2340 into a 23 9mm, let's shoot it a little bit and see how it actually shoots. I've got a target up down there at 30 feet. I already had one in battery. That's alrighty. Let's give it a try. See how it shoots. See how it actually functions. I want to see how it shoots and how it ejects. Now I've got 3 different kinds of ammunition in here. I've got a remanufactured ammunition. I've got a Winchester 115 ball, and I've got some hollow points and some different things, and we're going to see how it actually shoots and works. So here we go. But it's in the 10. Well, my staple down at 7 o'clock come loose. Now I'm shooting up its skirt. All right, there we go. Now, having emptied that guy out, let's look at some of these cases here. They all look pretty good. Everything seems to be in good order. And it shoots within an acceptable accuracy. I'm not going to get up and walk down there. I'll just tell you, I wanted to demonstrate that it would function this way without making those other modifications of working on the slide and the frame and so forth. You just stick a barrel in there using the standard. This barrel, now this barrel isn't marked. I don't know who actually manufactured this barrel, but it is a standard bored barrel. It's not polygonal rifling, and it is of the chamber supported design, and it does seem to work. They're all down there in the 7 o'clock area on the 9 ring, with several of them in the 10 and the X. So can you do it? Yeah. Do you have to do a lot of modification to it? On this one, no. But on the next 23 you do it to, maybe. We don't know, because it's strictly an experiment. This gun is using the same recoil spring and guide as was installed on the 40 when it was a 40. So it's a standard Glock recoil spring and guide for 40. This guy is threaded for a suppressor, which I don't know if I need that or not. But I would do the old thing where you replace this to designate that it's caliber 9mm if that's the way you're going to go with it. And you can convert the 40 to 357 SIG if you got a lot of money and you want to shoot 357 SIGs. You know, it's a very powerful and high velocity cartridge and would work out pretty good. So the 40 can be converted to 357 SIG. But this experiment is a success, it appears to be. Do any more modification to it if you were going to shoot it this way all the time, if you're going to shoot competition in it, you know, and you had a 26 frame, I'd probably make those modifications. Just general shooting like this, probably not, because it works without it. Okay, well, that's about the size of it. The old Glock 2340 conversion to 9mm seems to work out pretty good for us. If you want to try it on your own, try it on your own. I'm not telling you to make any mods to any gun, but if you take a notion you want to do it, it seems to be working for us. Me and my cousin Ed in this experiment. All right then. Like to take a share, fire, commentate, and subscribe. Leave me an old dollar in the Patreon bucket on the way out the door if you want to, and if you don't want to, that's fine. I keep right on making content for you. All right then. We'll see y'all. Y'all have a good first day of dove season. Bye now. Well,